Hey guys, Katie Sapphire here, and welcome to Art Update. Oof! Oh goodness. I'm sorry for the switcheroo. I know usually Wednesdays is nerd news, but since that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct or some kind of news report tomorrow regarding a new Pokemon game, I believe it's Pokemon Masters, maybe a little tiny bit of information regarding Pokemon Sword and Shield. You know me, I'm always looking for any type of information. I'm not into the rumors. I want concrete stuff from the actual company. So yeah, I thought it would be best if I waited until tomorrow. And then tomorrow I have my dear friend Duck-sama coming by. So yeah, so I thought it would be best if I did the art update today instead of tomorrow. And plus I have tons of stuff that I wanted to tell you and share with you guys today. So and tomorrow I will do some nerd news, a little bit of like merch update, including a lot of the plushies, because you know me and plushies, I love plushies. So yeah, so let's get started, shall we? I'm going to make it quick and painless. It's just today is really, really hot. And I don't like the heat that much. Yes, I do like the summer. I love, you're able to swim and, enjoy being outside. But as of lately, it's been like too hot. So I'm like, I don't really want to move anywhere. So I'll make it nice and short. Well, starting off with my Patreon account. Excuse me for a moment. Ugh. I will show you what I got here. It's a little bit of a surprise, but I'll show you guys towards the end. But first, I'm going to start off with my Patreon account. My Patreon account is chock full of new stuff that I just recently posted up, stuff that I already, that I had planned last week, but I felt it wasn't enough to, put that up or anything of that nature. But yeah, for my Patreon, I put up my very first animation. I know it's a little bit on the rough side. It's my very first one. I'm very proud of it because for the longest I kept talking myself out of it. I'd be like, oh, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Sounds similar to my time doing booths. I used to talk to myself all the time out of that. And then I actually buck up with the bravery and courage to actually do it. So now I have my very first animation on Patreon. Of course, all you have to do to actually enter into Patreon is donate $1 or just even watch it, and you get to access some free stuff and then some stuff that that you can get depending on your donation. It could be $5, it could be $1 a month, something, a little small, something a little, small donation, and you get like these very extravagant prizes, stuff that I haven't even put on Etsy, let alone sold at my booth at several different conventions. Also, you guys get to see exclusive art that I will not be showing on my other art sites as well. Some that you get a sneak peek before the month runs out. So yeah, tons and tons of stuff. So as far as this animation is concerned, it should appeal to anybody, especially people who are Pokemon fans or just love cute little creatures. I think anybody would like that. So yeah, I think you'll like it. Next on the itinerary is, speaking of Pokemon, regards to my Kickstarter. Unfortunately, my Kickstarter is not doing so well. I know you guys have been talking about or have been interested in the stickers that I've made of the Dancing Evolutions, and I talked about this big collection. If you guys don't remember, because I know it's been a while since I talked about Kickstarter, I was putting together a Kickstarter and trying to do this humongous collection of just stickers, keychains, mini prints, and buttons for the long run, depending on how many people would be willing to fund this collection project. But unfortunately, it hasn't been doing too well. But don't worry, the stickers that I have made already will be accessible through Patreon. So depending on, let's say, for argument's sake, you guys purchase a particular tier. There's actually 2 tiers on my Patreon where you can get access to various different things from my Etsy account, from my Etsy store, and several of the other merch that I've made in the past, including present ones, of your own leisure at a discount price. So, and I believe these tiers are called the Kitty Sapphire Kit and the Kitty Sapphire Box, or Kitty's Sapphire Kit and Kitty's Sapphire Box. Just 2 little aspects of a small and a large box of nothing but merch that I've made myself, stuff that you might wanted to access, but maybe getting them piece by piece was too expensive. So here is just like sort of a potluck of a little packet of nothing of different merch of your choice. So basically, for the Kitty's Sapphire Kit, you're able to get a mini print, a handmade sticker, and a button of your choice. And that includes stuff that I made strictly for Patreon, stuff that I only made for a particular booth or con, or from my Etsy store or the Sapphire shop. You get to choose any of those merch that I have made over the years at a discount price. And all it is you would only have to donate $15 a month for the box, or for the kit. And of course, in the other tier, which is Kitty Sapphire Box, you can get 2 mini prints, you can get a sticker, you can get a keychain, and 1 surprise item. So you get to choose 3 items out of the Kitty Sapphire Box, but you get 1 item that is a surprise, just to keep it a little bit of suspense for you guys. So, yeah, and of course, again, that includes stuff that is exclusive to Patreon, stuff that is exclusive to the Etsy, or stuff that I sold at my booth, and you get to choose which ones that you want. So yeah, it's cool. With Patreon, you get to, have different tiers and you get different stuff every month. It's just kind of cool, and it's a lot of fun for me because I get to try different stuff every month. There might be a theme month. At times, there's definitely original characters from my manga, as well as several other stories that I've done. And yeah, so it's just a lot of stuff going on with Patreon. Hi, Mango. Hello, little Mango. How are you? So, yeah, so you guys get access to quite a few things in a discount price on Patreon, and that's only going to cost you $1, or whatever type of funding that you want to do in your particular budget. There's always stuff for anybody and everybody. Of course, yes, I'm making a manga. Actually, on my Patreon page is where I have all my exclusive stuff. Concept art, sketches of different characters that I'm going to use. Heck, I have mini prints that I make of the several different characters that I'm making for my manga. I have at least the story right. It's just getting to sketching and doing the booths. Heck, I have several scripts already set and just taking the time out to actually do the drawing. Yeah. Yeah, so that's basically where I'm at. So far, I really like how the character designs are coming out. Of course, I would love to hear your guys' opinion. For those who wish to be on Patreon, we'll have that opportunity. They'll actually have a couple of things to say as far as like polls. Polls are optional as well. So yeah. Of course, like I said, another update on Patreon that I actually came out with my first manga cover. Um, that, of course, like I said, my animation, several concept art, even the latest merch that I'm going to put up for Patreon is also up as well. So yeah, just a lot of stuff going on for Patreon. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Okay, another thing to talk about, my very first Twitch stream that I had on Monday. I know the schedule is kind of a little kooky because I know this past Monday we didn't have con review, which it's accustomed that I do it on Mondays, but instead we have the live stream, the art live stream that I had on Monday on Twitch. It was definitely my first run, and yes, it was definitely rough around the edges. I will put at the very end of this stream the schedule that I have. Oh, sorry, the links of all the places that I'm talking about, from Patreon to Twitch. I'm still thinking on the Kickstarter because Kickstarter only has but so many days left, so I'm not entirely sure if if you guys are interested, but of course, it's always open. But going back, I will put up my Twitch link. My first thoughts on my run of the art stream, I have to say it was okay. One thing that kind of irked me while I was doing the Twitch stream was I had to basically play as DJ and artist. Yes, I consider DJs as an art form, but I feel that with the focus that I'm trying to have for my stream, I don't want to do a large quantity of music with my art. I think what I'm going to do for future, I'm going to have a small amount of music in the background so you guys can hear me when I talk and draw, so I can answer questions during that stream. But I'm going to put a playlist together of my favorite anime, outros, intros, stuff in between certain soundtracks that I have, or depending on the theme of the art, I will put a playlist together and play it during the stream, because it was kind of rough bouncing from music to art when actually streaming and doing art at the same time was kind of difficult. It was a completely new territory to me, and trying to basically monitor the streams while I was doing the artwork was a little bit difficult and a little bit rough, and I'd rather get accustomed to that first than actually playing DJ while I'm doing it. So yeah, but of course I would like to hear your guys' opinions about if you guys want even music on the stream. You guys might not want music on the stream and you just want to hear me talk, which is, a little, I am willing to talk and I'm willing to answer questions and stuff like that, but it's like, I'm shy. I don't know really what to talk about. Oh my God. So, it's just one of those things that I have to get accustomed to. And by doing these live streams, I'm getting accustomed to it bit by bit. So yeah. Let's see. What else could I talk about the stream? I think that was pretty much it. Trying to balance between listening to adjusting the music to your guys' liking and answering questions simultaneously. Because I think there was one person that was asking about me that I didn't respond while I was doing the drawing, and it was kind of hard, and I felt really bad. So it's like, it's like, okay, yeah, certain things I'm already starting to cut corners and do more of adjustments here and there. So yeah, it's that, that type of thing. Also, I didn't get a chance to do this. I wanted to do it while I was doing the stream last time, but I really needed these tools. So, when I skipped it, I didn't really get a chance to do the unboxing, but from now on, I'm hoping to do more unboxings. But this is what I originally got for my unboxing. These are the color pencils that I use for my artwork. This is not solely what I use, but these are one of the many things that I use. One of the things that is kind of problematic when you're working with certain colors, especially if it's colors that you use often. Like for me, blues, pinks, purples, yellows, of course, the customary blacks and whites, grays are colors that I use very often. Green, not so much. I have like so many green color pencils, it's ridiculous. But those run out very quickly. So therefore I have to buy a lot more color pencils, and that's where, you guys come in from, the supplies that I get and use. Yeah, those are the supplies that I use for my artwork, and it's just trying to keep up with everything. As you know, that I'm actually harnessing how to do digital, but I don't know, for some reason I do like digital. There's no, no qualms about that, but it's just, I don't know. I like traditional a lot too. It has a different feel to it. I think each of them have their own respectable feel to it. So it's nice, it's different, it's unique. And, it's just I just like to use them. So, these are actually very well used. Music is nice. Just be careful to do it on YouTube with doing it on YouTube. With remixes, you should be fine, though I don't know how they feel about doing it on live stream. I don't know really, because it's like I have a large array of music from years upon years. Like I have some anime music that I had when I was in high school, and then the library just grew as the years went by. I kid you not. The last anime song that I actually acquired was the soundtrack from Promised Neverland. I love that. I love that anime. The anime is like one of my favorites now. It's not, part of the top 5, but it is one of my favorite animes that I would be happy if they came out with a hardcover DVD. I would like to get. But yeah, I have those songs in my library, so it's like, what can you do? And I know, I heard YouTube can be kind of a pain in the butt with it. Yeah, I love traditional art too. I don't know. It gets me really lost in my craft, and it's just a little more challenging because with traditional, there is no Z button. You can't just go back. Sometimes you have to be creative enough to do something in a way that it doesn't look like a mistake. It's like, as Bob Ross would say, a happy little accident. So, you have to do a lot more happy little accidents in traditional versus digital. So yeah, with that. So yeah. Oh, another thing that I will be talking about is my recent cons that I will be doing. Another thing is, I believe I told you guys, but of course to remind you, I will be doing a convention in July on the 21st, called ValleyCon. So anybody who's in the, hello Vanessa, how are you? How's everybody? I know you are on cloud 9, and that I'm happy for you. I really am. So like I was saying before, I am going to do a convention called ValleyCon in this coming month in July on the 21st. Due to personal obligations, I will not be doing the whole weekend. I will only be doing Sunday. I know. It makes me kind of sad because, I like doing the conventions. I like, of course I like making a little bit of money to help me out with, continuing all this, because it really does take a lot. It really does. So, yes, I will be doing ValleyCon this coming July, but also it seems that I will be doing 2 more cons this year as well. I will be doing Fan Expo, which is the 1st of August, so August 3rd. So I will be doing that, and I will be doing Mount Vernon Comic Con, or MTV. I know that's a MTV Comic Con, which is in September. And boy, am I in for that crazy day, specifically because I have to do actually a wedding the previous day before I actually do that. So I'm gonna be like really, really tired that weekend. So yeah. So you know, that's bit unfortunately for all those who've been asking me about BronyCon. I don't think I'm gonna make it this year, as much as it breaks my heart, because I think, what is it, back in 2017 I was asked to do tables at BronyCon, and I wasn't ready, because after 2016, September of 2016. All right, I'll see you later, Vanessa. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. So, like I was saying before, I know a few years back, I believe back in early 2017, I was invited to do a booth at BronyCon, and unfortunately, I just wasn't ready. I just started doing tables in 2006, late 2016. Let's be honest, too late 2016. So this is like my third year, and I'm actually kind of, you know, bringing it down with the cons, even though me personally, I feel like I should have done more cons this year. But we'll see what 2020 has to offer. Thank you very much. Yes, it is. It is. It can be very, very tough to do. Competing for slots. You know, especially when you I guess you could say I'm still starting out, because I've done it's just been 2 years of doing tables, but you know, like I was saying, I'm just trying to increase my internet presence, so when I do conventions, it will be leaving a much more lingering impact, because I definitely, you know, I definitely want to make this a main thing. I want to show you guys my manga. I want to show you guys the universe that I have planned and want to create. And of course, you know, I'm starting that out with Patreon and Facebook and Twitter and all those other places. So thank you so much, little mango. So, you know, with that. Oh, and I wanted to show you this last thing that I want to show you guys before I call it quits for this live stream. I know this live stream is very, very short. I try to keep it between 15 to 30 minutes. So, you know, but I want to show you guys this. These are, well, this is my original evolution. I've done, since I did the other evolutions beforehand, I did this one, and I guess you could say I was inspired by a ROM hack. You guys can probably guess which one. I think I've talked about that ROM hack like a billion times. If you guys don't remember, it's Pokemon Sweets. Sweet version. But anyway, I was inspired to do this particular EV, and as an option for anybody who wants to become a patron for at least $1, I will give you guys for any new patrons that would be coming by, you will get, I will send you a new sticker of the Smoreon that I made here. Thank you so much. I think so too. I think I know somebody did present this to me a bit, that I should actually go out of my way to make stickers of different evolutions that I could possibly make, that includes evolutions that have not been filled in for different types, or, you know, by typing. So like a fire rock type or a electric water type or something of that nature. Well, I don't know. That takes a lot of work, and mainly when it comes to evolutions, I like to, well, anything. I like to, when I do an original character, I like to really think upon it. I don't necessarily like to be, bam, there's original character and that's it. Sometimes some come easy, some do not. So, you know, but also if you have your own, hi sis, what's up?
What you talking about?
My art updates.
Her shit is the bomb, and she gotta make me something. So I know I look like trash people's, But
Oh my
I look like trash right now. But I model, and my sister's making me something. So I'm just putting that out there. So if you got any good things, I look like garbage.
No.
But if y'all have anything that y'all need done, t-shirt, whatever.
One of
she
them
got
says
it.
hello.
Hi, what's poppin'? Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. __ Jack JAC.
I will
JAC.
put your. I will
But I'm
definitely.
just saying, she's a shit. Oh, excuse me. She's the shit. She's the shit.
I will put your. Trust me, I
And
will
if
put your.
anybody thinks otherwise, I'll fight you, and I don't care.
I will make sure to put her.
Have a nice day.
I will make sure to put the story of my life. But no, I will put all the links, the Instagram links, the Twitter links. Yes. Yes. I will put the Instagram links, her link and mine. I will put my Twitter link, my Patreon link, my Kickstarter, and my Twitch link. So thank you guys so much for sitting in on my live stream and listening to all my updates. Of course, if there's anything new, I will let you know on those respectable sites, and I will see you guys on there. All right? So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye! Oh my God.